That's fucked up. Y'all are so fucked up.
That's a roast if I ever heard one.
Right. She just didn't want to play sports.
There was more. Hold on, there was more to it. There was more
She
to it.
literally just does not want to play sports.
If you think you have an option in the Moore household,
Fuck
Yeah,
no.
man. She was
don't.
looking at. She was at the kitchen table. She was like, "I hate y'all for being so damn athletic. Now I'm just expected to play sports."
yeah.
Yeah.
If I see a Moore child, I'm expecting them to be playing some sort of sports.
Right.
But there's really not many athletes outside of like my
No.
dad's family. Like we have my one cousin.
We talking about the motherfuckers that we see.
Yeah, we have in my family, right? We have my one cousin who's really, really athletic, and then it's my family, and everyone else is athletic, but they're not athletic.
Right.
They some gumps.
Damn, why you just gonna put your family on blast like that?
They know what I'm talking about.
if you guys are hearing this, Corbin isn't sorry.
Right. We had no
Stop being round. Corbin-
apparently. Jeez.
I'm all for fat shaming.
Look,
If you fat shame us, oh, I will beat your
yeah,
ass.
you're gonna have some problems in this house, Corbin.
I'm all for fat shaming, man.
Look,
you know
hey.
you can look at people and just know that they are too damn fat.
Hey, that's true, but also it's their fault for being ashamed to be fat.
That is true too.
Body positivity.
You can't
everybody.
fat shame me. I'm not ashamed. you, can,
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm ugly and I'm
If
proud.
you're listening to this and you're getting bullied, beat their ass. That's how you
There
fix
you
it.
go.
That's how you fix bullying,
Because you're bigger than they are.
especially if you're fat.
Right.
Well, that's only if you're fat. But if you're fat and gumpy, you're kind of screwed.
Still don't take no shit.
You're right. You still shouldn't take any shit.
That's the Qbaby special.
Don't take no shit.
It doesn't really take a whole lot to just block a punch and then just deck someone's shit.
You don't even got to really win the fight. You just got to show them you're willing to fight half the time.
Exactly. And I mean, even if you're big and gumpy, you still if you big gumpy and don't have no strength to you,
You
Dear
shit
God.
out of luck.
help you. May God have mercy on your soul.
Start that workout.
But right, start that workout today. Don't start it Monday. Start that bitch today.
Come sign up for the more workout camp. I got you.
Hey, they're going to be in shape real fast.
Right.
Slide into the DMs, everybody. I got you with that personal workout.
Of course, you would like
I'm his manager, $100 an hour.
you would like fat men sliding into your DMs.
Damn. Smells stanky in there.
And it don't smell right.
Hell no. Smell left, oh
Right.
boy.
Oh, no.
Fuck.
What's up, everybody?
Welcome back to There's Layers to It. We got Qbaby back with us for another episode.
How you folks doing?
How you fine folks doing today?
It's getting nice out here.
Out in Michigan. Yeah, it was like 73 today.
Right.
This warm weather got me feeling like free.
Summertime's coming.
Got me feeling like I can go outside again.
Right. Can't be
Not locked up in the house.
right, man. It was getting dangerous.
I ain't going outside today. That's all I heard when I heard him say
Gotta have my tech.
Man, that young boy special.
Nah, but for real, like the nice weather means that we're not stuck inside the house anymore.
Right.
Shit.
Right. But it's kind of bad though, because some of y'all need to be up in the crib. Some of y'all need to take y'all ass to the house and be up in there.
6 feet away from everybody inside the house, too.
you
That's how nasty
you hood
are.
rats.
Oh, he's calling out the hood rats.
No, that's for anybody that wants to act like a fool.
Right.
You ain't
Just
gotta
don't come out acting shisty. Dog, just come out, just be
Be happy.
right.
That's hard for people. It's 2021, man.
I think that we've been locked up so long that people can't realize that.
Yeah, they're having a hard
Like
time.
they're having a very hard time being,
Yeah.
like normal society expectations when they're going out into public.
What? Well, hold on. I will say it will be kind of difficult to get for some people to adjust again, because some people talk to computer monitors all day and shit. You like that? The social interactions that you have, it would probably take a little bit to get back into.
Yeah, I was like thinking for like little kids though, like
That is interesting.
there's certain kids that were born during the quarantine,
Right.
so they went like months without seeing anybody else. Like they just don't know who anyone else is but their family.
Right.
And that's kind of weird, right? Like they're gonna grow up antisocial as fuck.
Right.
You know?
What about like people? Let's say Marion. People like Marion work from home, don't go out and socially interact more than not. Marion does interact with people, but other people.
It
Not-
depends.
not-
It
not-
depends on what day.
Yeah. Do you think? So I'll tailor this to you, Marion. Do you think people who are in the same like little area of their life as you are, work from home,
Mm-hmm.
limit your ability to go out because you don't want to get coronavirus or anything like that? Do you think like that group in society is going to have a easier time coming back or a harder time?
Fuck no,
coming
they're
back?
gonna have a much harder time. Well, it also depends on the individual as well. Because some people are just wallflowers. You know, they just keep to themselves, or
Yeah.
they already weren't as social as much as they should have been before the quarantine. Now they had a reason not to be fucking social. They could just be in the house, just on their computer and shit all day. They ain't gotta talk to no
People
one.
literally living under rocks.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? There's people I haven't seen in ages. I don't even know if they're still alive. Swear.
Are you going to
That's
be
so
wild?
true. Huh?
I said when all the restrictions like lift up, are you going crazy?
I'm going buck nasty.
It's getting dirty. I ain't gonna cap.
You went from I'm wearing a mask outside even after
I'm
the
look.
pandemic
I'm gonna
to
be wearing a
going-
mask, just doing dirty shit. I
wanna-
don't give a fuck at this point, dude. I'm tired of being in the house.
Right.
Like,
It's- yeah.
there's some days where I just don't feel like just associating or just talking to anyone, right? But then there's other days where I'm literally just like yip, and I can just talk 100 miles a fucking hour to people.
Man.
And like with me just being in the house all the fucking time, it's like I miss those interactions on a daily basis that I had. Like obviously, I've been going out to like the store and shit. I really don't have to interact with anyone at the store unless I see someone's like top part and I'm like, oh shit, what up? I'm like, is
Right,
that,
right.
is that you? It's Mario. but yeah, like for me, I just feel like I'm gonna be real excited to like get back into like going back to work, right? I gotta go back into the office soon. I'm low-key excited to go back into work so I can see all of these people and like get to meet some of the individuals that I haven't met on the computer and like actually have a conversation with them. Now, for me, and I noticed this when I went back into the office during the quarantine as well, I have a problem having a conversation or like holding a conversation sometimes with individuals that aren't like you guys or like my immediate family.
Man.
It's-
Like in-person conversations with
Ye-
other people?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like, well, just holding a conversation, basically. I hate to say it, but it's like when you're getting to know someone, like, oh, yeah, where are you from, da-da-da-da-da. Once I get past the, like, the where you from and, like, oh, yeah, what did you do before,
Right.
I kind of just
You just don't know what to
I
ask
just
'em?
don't, right, because I don't want to, like, I just don't want to come out and just be like, oh, hey, what? I mean, I've been coming out, like, say, I'm just use this as an example, right? Like, just me coming out just saying, like, oh, well, do you, I guess, like I would literally just be like, so what do you watch? Do you,
Right.
do you watch wrestling? Do you do anything?
Yeah,
like,
like, what do you
like,
do?
Well, like, what do you do? And I sound like a fucking caveman every time.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot how to do like
Small
basically
talk.
just you're right. I forgot how to just do proper small talk how I did like 2 fucking years ago when I could just talk someone's fucking ear off if I just met them for the first time.
Right.
And I have like a sketchy time already with like first impressions unless I like actually like genuinely like vibe with the person. Usually my first impressions I usually do better on my second impressions, but sometimes with my first impressions, they're not the best.
That's not good. Nothing's better than a first good impression.
I mean, yeah, but once you, honestly, once
I got too many layers to me.
oh,
You know what I'm yeah. So, I hope you guys heard that, but I feel like it's hard for someone to pick up on who I am the first time.
Right, because you can't necessarily gauge literally just the aura of Marion or
Like,
the aura
I'm
of
too-
Corbin
I'm too
or the
different.
aura of Q. Right, you
Right.
can't. I don't think that you can get that within like a confined, like a 10, 15
Like,
minute
I
conversation.
think I make good first impressions, but as far as like someone actually figuring out who I am, it takes a while.
Right.
You know,
Like it takes me, and I'm sure it's normal for a lot of people. Like it takes time to open up and become comfortable to have the conversations that you want to have with individuals.
yeah,
Because in
Yeah.
the beginning, you're limited to the comfortability factor to getting to know that stranger over there that you just now met.
Right.
Yeah, like
You
I
gotta
just
you
don't,
gotta break down those layers.
don't know
Yep.
how.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
You gotta break them down.
You gotta break them down.
Like some people
Smash them bitches.
smash, just break them down.
Stuff, but yeah,
But yeah, man.
it's even like an example. I was doing a job interview a couple months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, at the end, he's like, "Dude, do you have any questions for me?" And I'm just sitting there like, "Well, no." He's looking at me like, "What do you mean?" Like,
Like we just ran through this whole thing. You don't have a single question for
like,
me.
nah, man, I don't know what to. I don't know. I'll get to the point where I just don't know what to ask or what to,
Or just what to say.
Right.
Or like they've done such a good job at already presenting what everything is.
Like
going
I have
over,
a
and it's
clear
like,
understanding of what the hell you just told me, and
You better ask questions though.
it's good to ask questions. I try to go in just with like two questions.
Yeah, always
is
need at least 2
already-
or 3 questions
See-
in an interview.
I'll freeze up too when I go to say something to somebody. Like I'll go to say, I'll be how you doing? You know. So sometimes, like when I meet somebody for the first time, I might do that.
I never
Mhm.
know how to go about a first interaction. Like I don't know how much of
See,
myself to put into it.
That's because
That's what I'm saying for my first impressions, because it doesn't. You can't gauge.
You can't gauge the other person's like character and what
Right.
makes them them because you say one wrong thing in that
And
first
then,
interaction.
right,
it's over.
You've
It's
already
over.
over.
It's over.
Never
They've
again will you
already
talk to
right.
that
They've
person.
already got their opinion about you, and it's like all right,
There's
well,
certain
what the
people
fuck?
they've said something to me the first time they met me, and I'm just like, I will never be around that person again. You know?
Right.
And they might not even be a bad person. They might have just slipped up and said something silly. So I don't know, but that's why you always got to think before you say anything.
Deep
Mhm.
thoughts with the layers.
Deep thoughts, yeah.
But
It's
it is. I feel like you're sometimes your emotional intelligence has to be at a higher level to think about what you say and then just like immediately respond.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, it takes training.
It does. It does. It takes a whole lot of training, and I feel like sometimes I just feel like,
Especially in like a fit of anger or something.
right,
It's hard to just be like, I need to calm down.
right,
Never
never.
do make a choice when you're angry. You know, like
Always,
I wouldn't-
always take some time. Like he almost killed me.
Literally almost murdered him. He probably didn't even tell you when he got in the car, did you?
I
Did
told
he?
him.
he told me a bit.
Who was right, me or him?
We came to the conclusion that neither one of us can be right. We are
It-
both wrong.
It's tough. I'd have to hear the whole rundown again, but you know,
Is this a camera episode?
I just know the cops need to stop messing with me.
Thank you.
They see a young man doing well, and they want to hate.
That's lit. That's at the end of the day, that's what it is. Short and sweet. We don't have to touch on it anymore. They need to.
Leave me alone.
I need there to be something in place to where they stop fucking with just people of color in general.
Not all cops are bad. That's the last thing I'm gonna say on it.
Right.
You know, there are a lot of bad
Scandalous.
cops.
Scandalous as fuck.
But there's a lot of bad people.
Yes.
That's what I've been
You
trying
know,
to say.
It's
and I understand that, but dog, bad people are literally going to be everywhere.
Exactly.
they're
always
already all
Everywhere.
around. You know,
Yeah, they're already everywhere.
that's why you gotta definitely pay attention to whatever's going around you at all times. You know, because even the other day I saw somebody took too long to make some food at Burger King,
Mhm.
and the person got mad and reached into the Burger King window and decided he was gonna start shooting at
And
the
just
people.
aired that bitch completely
Now,
out.
if he would have just sat back and thought, okay, I'm mad, Burger King took too long, If he should have sat back and thought, man, what are the pros and cons of me shooting up Burger King?
It's not like he was getting any money out of it.
Right. You almost had to know that you were going to go to jail or prison. There's no way you thought you were getting away with that. But he made that thought out of a fit of anger that he didn't care to think about, oh, my face is on camera. These people don't deserve to die. Anything. So
that boy literally just thought about why the fuck is my food taking so long.
Right, and that's a bad thing about quarantine because certain people like you said, they just forgot how to deal with people.
They don't.
They're like
Their social skills, literally, they probably could have been okay before. It was tolerable because no one in our little generation had to go through anything like this.
Beforehand, like
no, I'm saying like in our
lifetime, we had anything like this.
I remember the swine flu, but it wasn't like this.
It wasn't like, oh my
down.
God, everyone was in. You gotta stay the fuck at home. You stay in the
Ebola.
house, right? Hell yeah, I remember Ebola. Remember Ebola was supposed to be the next thing that was taking everyone down, and
nobody was taken down.
Right.
But like I deal with
There was some people that got taken down from it, but
nobody I knew, thankfully.
thankfully it was no one that we
rest
knew
in peace to
immediately.
all those people.
Right.
But like, so I work in a retail setting. I deal with people on an everyday basis, and the amount of people who just feel entitled just because they get to go out and about into the mall and all that good stuff and feel like they don't have to have proper human decency and respect towards other individuals because it's all about them. Like, those are the people I worry about once this pandemic really gets done, to be like taking it one step farther and pushing it past an extreme that somebody is eventually going to snap.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I mean-
some poor worker in some store in the middle of somewhere is going to eventually snap on one of these people. And then we're going to have a whole case on our hands.
Well, that's literally what he just basically
Right.
just said. Like that person just snapped and they
Decided that they were going to shoot up Burger King.
Why the fuck at a Burger King?
Like, what kind of thought process? Man, I just wish I could get in people's shoes and really just think what they're thinking. Because, like,
to
unless-
see the other side.
yeah, like, what?
There is no
What?
other side to that. There
There-
could not possibly be another side to that.
There's not another side, but for some reason in his head, there was another side. And
Even if, let's say theoretically, I had a whole family, I had a good job, and my life was going perfectly fine. And on that one day, hell froze over in my life, and the baby mama cheated on me and took the kids away. I lost my job, and I needed to go to Burger King to get some fast food, and they're taking too fucking long. There is no part of me. There is absolutely no part of me that would be like, I need to just air this bitch out so they can hurry up with my food so I can go home.
right. Like, what did you think that was going to solve?
Right. What?
It's a crazy world. And, people, they get offended way too easily.
Yes.
Y'all need to man up out there. Don't get offended by everything. Somebody
Right.
says something slick to you, so what?
Can I call a quick timeout real quick? Is this all black bird with the orange on it the one you guys are talking
Yes,
about?
yes.
Yeah,
That bitch is
right.
Hey,
majestic.
if you're listening, if you know of an all black bird with a
It's like orange across the back of its
wings,
wings.
Yes.
But it's not fully orange.
It's like silver or yellow. Like one day I thought it was silver, then I looked the next day and it was yellow. It's like,
So if you're a bird aficionado, please
let us.
comment down below at the
Let-
various types of birds that could fit this description.
Yeah.
We're interested.
exotic bird watch over here.
Oh man.
Or you can come on and do like a 2 to 5 minute segment explaining the bird. That'd be cool too.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Okay.
Ooh,
Alright, there you
fancy
go.
with it.
Yeah.
That's right.
But yeah, that's the bird that we've been talking about, dude.
Okay.
Every the past few times me and Qbaby have been here, we've seen that bird.
Interesting. Very interesting. It looked majestic. I didn't mean to interrupt you
No,
like that.
I'm glad you got to see it.
Yeah.
Because that is a special type of bird. I've never seen anything like it.
No.
So, I mean, but what was I saying before?
Dude, I don't even remember.
Before I was rudely interrupted. No, I'm playing.
Oh, man. You were talking about... I know we were talking
Some
about
people getting out of line or
Yeah,
something
man,
like
that's
that.
something
Oh,
along
people
the
getting
lines of-
offended too
There you go,
easily.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, people getting offended
It's-
too easily.
You know, even like I have a cousin, right? And we'll be driving through traffic and someone will look at him wrong. He'll be like, "What the fuck?" Like, bro,
Yeah.
calm down. Like, you're getting offended way too easy. And if you let somebody get you that mad, you letting them control you.
Right.
If you're getting so mad to where you're stepping out of your daily activity to go do something to them, you're letting them control you.
like lock me out the house.
Hold on. That is
That was just a slide jab. I had to sneak in there.
and I would do it again under the same exact
Damn.
circumstances. See, what he's talking about is a random interaction with an individual. This was in a controlled environment, and I knew what the fuck was happening.
He meant to lock your ass out.
I meant to not let you in the door.
That's
that was
brutal.
that was controlled, and that was personal.
So
Your cousin shouldn't have took that personal. I took that personal.
Damn.
I'm glad you brought this up though, because I feel like today's society gets offended at like the drop of a pen. Like as
I only
soon
get
as it-
offended. I only get offended when you
Not you.
when you say something to me. God damn it!
not you.
We're not talking about you, but I'm talking about you.
He ain't letting it go. But no, yeah, you could accidentally knock somebody's pen off their table,
and
You're
they would
like-
just be
and they will be ready to
offended.
shoot you.
You
They will
bit-
be ready to shoot you
right.
down.
The minus, like, people get mad at me if I don't have their item that they're looking for in stock.
Yeah, see now
Like,
that's
people-
that's
especially-
ridiculous.
Imagine if we don't even carry an item and they come in looking for this, and then as soon as that we tell them that we don't have said item, they're gonna portray their anger towards us about
Right.
70% of the time. Like, you're offended at the fact that we don't have something for you. I'm sorry.
If you're that kind of person, you need to step back,
you need to
Take a breath.
right?
calm the fuck down, and talk to people. You got some sense, because shit,
Right.
you wouldn't like if people were talking to you all crazy. So
Everyone feels entitled.
that's what it was. It's all about who's entitled and who's getting offended
I
nowadays.
swear, 2021 all wrapped up into two words:
It,
offended and entitled.
you know, you guys living on this internet. It's gonna
Well,
get
that's
you.
just that. I wouldn't even say that's 2021. That's been happening for a little while.
Yeah, but it's getting
getting getting out of hand now.
Do you think social media has anything to do with that?
Social media is the whole reason.
horrible.
For it.
Social media is horrible. I'll tell you why. Because
We were just talking about clout chasing a little while ago.
well,
earlier in
that
the
people
day.
people get killed because they're trying to clout chase. That's just the first thing. That's just like, all right, well, if you weren't on the internet doing what you were doing,
If you
this
weren't
wouldn't happen.
on the internet disrespecting someone's mothers, which Tekashi 6ix9ine,
Yeah.
just stop that shit.
But the big thing I'll say about social media is why kids nowadays. How many kids nowadays you be like, oh, I'm depressed. I'm depressed. Shut the fuck up.
Because they don't go outside.
It's because you don't go outside. It's because you're just on the internet seeing all this shit that you don't have. You know, you're like, oh, I wish I had that. I wish I had this. You know what I'm
Hold on. That sucks sometimes.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. They're so sad because they're seeing shit that they don't have that they want.
Right. Like
And
I
they think
now I will say from my perspective, I see that and I'm like, what in the absolute fuck? How the hell do you have that
and I don't.
and I don't?
It is natural. I do it,
I do that quite a bit.
but that's how I know it happens
yeah.
because I do it, and I'm like, damn, man.
I just think that unfortunately some of those individuals just aren't as mentally tough.
yeah, but then sometimes I sit back. I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck about a Ferrari. Well, that doesn't make him better than me.
Right.
And that's another thing. You guys need to stop looking at these celebrities as gods.
Yes.
You guys be putting them on a pedestal like they're just somebody.
Mhm.
They're human.
Unless it's The Rock, you shouldn't be putting anyone on a pedestal.
No. The Rock doesn't even need to go on a pedestal.
Or he
He's another human. Man.
right. Well, I wouldn't say as a godlike, right? But I'm saying if you're going to put someone on a pedestal, they're putting people like, I hate to say it, but they're putting people like Kanye West on a pedestal, right?
the
I would-
Kardashians.
The fucking
Kylie Jenner.
Kardashians, right? Whereas they're
Hey,
not putting
your
someone
Jake Pauls and people like
right.
Yeah.
They're not
your
someone.
high-level influencers.
They're not someone who actually is like who would benefit your life and actually benefit. Like if you listen to The Rock talk and just like look at his Instagram page, it's not a just like, well, I mean, it is. I'm doing this, I'm doing that type shit, but it's not like. It's not clout chasing, basically, is what I'm saying.
yeah,
it's like he's like he's a hardworking individual. He
Look,
likes to tell people about like
you can look up to somebody, and you can take you can get you can see them do it and be like, you know what, I'm gonna work hard until I get that. But that's the thing; these people aren't trying to work hard for shit. They're just trying to have it.
Yeah, you can't just have it.
No,
You can't just have
The Rock.
it.
Yeah, he got a lot of shit. The Rock,
But that boy had
earned
to
it.
work for
He earned it.
literally came from the nothing and
He had
made
to
it
earn
to
it.
where it is. Right.
So I mean, they have the right to, like, I'm not mad at them for posting. I'm doing this. I got this. I got
Right.
this because they earned it. At the
Yeah.
same time,
I'm not mad at the individuals. I'm mad
No.
at the people who follow that shit.
get
and, like,
depressed because they don't have it.
right.
So how do you think like kids nowadays can get away from that? Do you think it's only just by getting off social media?
I mean,
Look,
I don't think
that's another thing.
I don't think that that's just something that's kind of ingrained in the life as well. Like everyone has always put someone on a pedestal or just put them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but as far as going with like being social, the internet kind of ruins it too, because you don't have to look anybody in their eyes and tell them what you're feeling. It's easy to get on the internet and be like, fuck so and so, they're a bitch. But can you look that person in their eyes and say, hey,
You a
fuck
dirty
you,
slut.
you're a bitch? You know what I'm saying? And that's harder. So it's like, or even if you like a girl, it's so much easier to just slide up in them DMs, let's be honest.
Than to talk in person?
Yeah, because if you get rejected in the DMs, who gives a fuck? You don't care. Some people care. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But if it's in person, you go up to a girl, you try to talk to her, and she rejects you. That's gonna hurt you more.
So I was listening to a Flagrant 2 episode.
Hold that thought real quick. I have been rejected a god awful amount of times. It's ridiculous how many times that I've been rejected in person, right?
I'm sure we all been rejected.
Right. But I feel like you need that.
Yeah,
You
it builds character.
absolutely you need it because number one, it builds character, and number two, it thickens your skin.
You go and get rejected.
Right, you're right. Half the time when I went up to these girls, I knew I was gonna get rejected.
Yeah,
but
bro.
it's still that I woke up with the bravado and the testicular fortitude
Right.
to just walk up and do that shit.
But these kids that are like my little brother, his age,
They won't do it.
they won't do it. They won't walk up to a girl that they think is attractive and say, "Hi, how you doing?" Even something simple like, "Hi, how are you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
Because the internet has made it so easy to just do it. You don't have to do it face to face.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I was listening to Flagrant 2 like 2-3 weeks ago, and they were having this pretty much the same conversation. And Andrew Schultz was like, "Yeah, the kids nowadays, it's so easy to get like a girl just on Tinder. You just swipe, slide in, hit so many different people, and like they aren't strong in the head to get
Right.
the rejection."
Right.
And
Right.
what he said after that was interesting because it was along the fact that like once you get comfortable getting rejected in person, you're Superman. Basically.
Yeah, for sure.
Like you're Superman. You can go out with confidence to be like, "Oh, okay. Who's next?
right.
What's next on the menu?"
There's so many people in this
Look,
world.
then-
Shit.
Then 1, 2,
Uh-huh.
3.
You can find you somebody.
Yeah.
Everybody got somebody. You just got to find who it is.
Truth.
You know what I'm saying?
Or if you can't find the one, hell, you done met a whole lot of good ones in between.
Right. You know, sometimes we make mistakes. you know?
Right.
You-
You done made some good
you-
mistakes.
you
and you
let-
done made some bad
You
mistakes.
know, I let a few go that I wish I hadn't
I've
off mistakes I've made, but
I've
you know,
just had
You
I've
gotta
just
learn
had
from them.
You gotta
I've had
learn.
a few just
Gotta
go.
learn.
You had a few just go, but you also you gotta live and you learn.
so if you get rejected, don't get hurt about it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen.
Just go to the club or the
chin
bar.
up, smile on your face.
Once the clubs and shit. Well, if you down south, they never stop.
Hey, be careful who you meet in the club though, because just because you find a girl in the club,
That's
she
hold
might
on.
seem nice, but
Hold on. This is why I say
Crazy.
you meet a lot of individuals on the way to the
okay.
to the journey of the one or not the one. If you just want to live by yourself or something, I don't know what people are doing, but I don't know, man. I found that some of my better interactions with females have been like in a social setting, like that, like a bar or a club or something like that.
Believe it's because they are more accepting due to the environment.
Yes.
Like the environment dictates that there's social interaction between opposite sexes.
Yes.
So it's just more likely to happen in a social situation than a non-social situation.
yeah, and there's a good chance if they're at the bar,
They're looking.
they're looking.
They're probably looking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, and if you
That's what I
get
say,
Unless they're there with their friend as a wing woman,
right,
they still might be looking.
also you gotta know when you hear no that
but no is enough.
No is
Yeah.
a no.
Yeah.
No is a no.
you know,
No
because
is a
sometimes
no.
you know, and I've actually realized this on TV. This is the biggest thing, right? Any TV show you watch, and there's a guy trying to get a girl,
They'll get rejected once and then they don't stop.
they'll get
Yes.
rejected 30 times and won't stop. And I feel like they're trying to teach kids like,
Like, just keep going.
Just keep trying, just keep trying.
But some girls are just like, get the fuck away from me.
right. So
Use some slime.
but some of them play the hard to get. So you just gotta know. You just gotta know.
Yeah, you
know
got
what
it.
I'm
But
saying?
I mean,
But
that's-
you'll know.
That's
you,
why women are schemes.
Hold on.
right.
I was just about to say, I don't think you will know because
You won't.
There's been so many times where I thought that I knew, but I didn't know.
You know, there's been times where I thought, you know what, this girl ain't messing with me, and I stopped talking to her. She's like,
oh, what
what,
happened?
what, you know, yeah, like I was into you, like
It didn't seem.
it did
like
not
it.
seem like it. That's
Right.
not what you were putting down.
Or opposite way, they'll
Right.
keep leading you on and leading you on.
If you do that, fuck you.
yeah, if
You know
do-
who you are.
You know who you are.
If
If
you
you
do
You
that,
know who you are.
If you string somebody out like that and leave them dirty, fuck you.
fuck,
That's not right.
you, man.
That ain't right.
That is not cool.
Mm-mm.
That is not cool at all.
You know, I'd done that when I was in high school, but I grew up. Y'all should too.
I didn't even do that when I was in high school.
I've had it happen to me a couple times.
All right, like
I've had it
just-
happen, and I've done it once or twice.
I've
I
never.
may have done it once or twice in my
Yeah,
Okay.
like, come on, let's not lie, guys.
Okay.
Come on.
Come on, we gonna. Be,
I literally did it once, but
it feels bad.
I did it for some food. in high school. So that's why I did it. Then I feel like after that, I've
He's
just
the
been-
worst kind of person. He gonna do you out for some food.
Y'all know
Yeah.
that they had them little Cinnabons and shit for like $5 at
You're
mine.
like, what up, baby? Buy me some Cinnabons, baby.
I was getting them good too, man. I was getting them real good.
Man, shit. But yeah, that's part of growing though, and you know, just understanding I fucked up. How can I be a better person?
Mm-hmm.
And then work towards that goal because it's not gonna come easy. Any goal you
No.
want to get, it's not gonna come easy.
All right, we're going more.
I don't know. It's up to y'all. We had just a really prolific conversation here just a second ago.
I
know.
feel like that was a productive
I know that was a
conversation.
real good conversation.
Yeah, it was. You know, I hope somebody listened to that and picked up on it. And
I feel like that was sophisticated.
right, you know, this is I try to tell myself every day. When I
Breaking-
wake up, when I go to sleep, I try to make sure I tell myself certain things to follow to be the best me.
Mm-hmm.
And it is not easy, but sometimes I wake up like, man, I'm choosing violence today. But sometimes, you know,
You want to be a good person.
It ain't easy being me.
nah, it ain't easy being greasy.
You're
No.
greasy.
Sometimes.
What the hell? What is greasy, bro?
Greasy or greasy?
I thought he said greasy.
I'm
Oh.
greasy. I'm calling my own word. That's
Okay.
you can figure it out. Use your imagination. What do you imagine?
Greasy.
I imagine you.
I don't know if that's good or bad. Marion, you said it makes you think of greasy.
Because it just sounds.
That's what I thought you were trying to say.
I'm not greasy. For anyone listening,
Well, I know that, but
I shower.
that's That's just what I think of when I hear greasy.
Greasy.
Yeah.
I thought more of like shiesty.
Nah.
If you're listening to this, tell me what you think it means.
Greasy? How do you even spell that? Greeezy or Greazy?
Definitely 2 E's. Definitely 2 E's.
Yeah.
As soon as you throw the A in there, it's greasy.
That's why I had to ask.
Hey, look, man, I didn't say greasy. Greasy.
That's why I just had to ask.
All right, everybody, stay greasy out there. If you're not staying greasy.
All right, well, it doesn't sound cool anymore.
Greasy is bad, Corbin.
All right, well, don't stay greasy.
Greasy is shiesty.
Hey, everyone, stay greasy out there, guys.
Yeah, thanks, Dad.
Hi, stay greasy out there.
Yeah, you sound like somebody's dad. That's fucked up.
All right, everyone, we got to go because
We're getting greasy.
Corbin
No.
has to pick up his kids.
Corbin is getting greasy. He's got to go pick up his kids. He's running late.
The wife's mad.
Right.
I got back from my 9 to 5. I am now. All right, I'm done.
Damn. Somebody's pops.
Right.
Whose dad's is this?
Hi, folks.
Bye, folks.